I'm David Smith. 13 years ago, I founded and still run the Affordable Housing Institute, which is a global nonprofit based here in Boston that works around the world on pro-poor housing and urban development interventions. We are in the solutions business. But because what we do is a little bit abstract, people often ask, well, what do you do? It sounds great, but how is it different? Do you build houses? Do you give out loans? Nope, we don't do either of those things directly. Instead, we work to make changes in the whole ecosystem of affordable housing in a particular country at a particular time with a particular pro-poor target. And I'll make that more specific. What would you do if you knew you'd succeed at it? What thing do you want to do, but for some reason or another, you're inhibited of doing, either because you don't know how, or you're afraid you'll fail, or you can't afford it? Well, that question is the major reason why so many governments and business entities and philanthropies aren't more active in affordable housing and informal housing and slum upgrading in emerging cities and countries around the world. Because housing, as you know, if you think about it a little bit, is hard. It's complicated. It's most people's most expensive asset. It's the biggest purchase anybody ever makes in their lives. Everybody has a vision of housing. Everybody, we hope, lives in housing, but people don't think about it as a product that is manufactured by a developer or a builder or by somebody who builds their own house. And people don't think about the loan that you get for housing as a product that is created by mortgage people and bank people and stuff like that. Well, we're all about the how. And for instance, we work with governments who know they have a problem with slum upgrading and know that they don't know how to finance it because you don't have a title, you can't foreclose, it may be informally built or self-built. They may be afraid of offering people some kind of right to finance or improve their housing because they're worried about amnesty and the city being overrun. Well, these problems are endemic to the world. They've been going on for 250 years. Every time you have growing cities, rapidly growing cities, you get informal communities that grow and expand and operate on economic principles with the same kind of people that we are, but not formally. The city grows and people act faster than the government can keep up with it. And so the government is thus presented with a big informal neighborhood. And nobody knows how to finance it, nobody knows how to improve it, nobody knows how to extend the benefits of government to people who have just moved into the city. So we design particular solutions, and in doing that, we have a couple of advantages. One is I've been doing the finance and structuring of public-private affordable housing in the United States for 39 going on 40 years. I've done just about everything one can do with affordable housing in the U.S. So I have, as they say, a deep knowledge of that stuff. The other thing that we do at AHI is we know a lot about what's going on in different places in the world and different times in the world, because even though every city is distinctive, the problems they face are similar. And so something that's being done in India now is relevant to somebody who's trying to do a similar thing outside of Mexico City, and we're able to make those connections. And so what we do from a policy standpoint is we go to people and say, what is your problem? What are your resources? What would you like the solution to look like? And if we brought you back a solution, an integrated solution that you could look at, could you evaluate it? And if they say yes, that's what we go off and do. So we try to turn, I won't do it because I don't know how, into, oh, if we did this, I can see how that would work, and that makes me want to do it, and it gives me the courage to do it.